Hello again. This is a very short video, inspired by coming across something which former Prime Minister John Major said in 1993, a little over 30 years ago. That is only one generation removed from the present day. But his words, perfectly true then, sound like something from the distant past. He said, 50 years on from now, Britain will still be the country of long shadows on county cricket grounds, warm beer, invincible green suburbs, dog lovers, and, as George Orwell said, old maids bicycling to Holy Communion through the morning mist. As I say, what he said then was as true as it had been in George Orwell's day. England was recognisably the same country. Today, though, those words sound utterly outdated and quite bizarre. Old maids bicycling to Holy Communion through the morning mist, indeed. Why, you might as well talk of hansom cabs and steamships. Yet that line was quite literally true in 1993 in a way that it is not now. The England which John Major spoke of then, the same one which George Orwell had written of in England, Your England, in 1941, at the height of the Second World War, has vanished. To me, this is a personal tragedy, like the loss of a parent. My country is no more. It is dead. Despite the frantic attempts by some patriotic elements to revive the corpse, it is a hopeless endeavour. That country we called England is gone for good. There is no more to this video than that, which is that I mourn the loss of my mother country. Kipling, of course, knew all about this. In a poem of his called The Return, he wrote of a young soldier returning from the Boer War, the man who had, through travelling and living in another country, gained a fresh perspective on his own nation. I know the feeling, for I remember vividly returning to England after years in the Middle East and seeing the place with fresh eyes. I give a link to the poem in the description to this video. The refrain is as follows, which sums up perfectly how I once felt about my country. If England was what England seems, and not the England of our dreams, but only putty, brass and paint, how quick we'd drop her. But she ain't.